Bonjour, bonsoir et bienvenue à Rendez Vous
avec Yasmin
et Kumar. We are at the Alliance Francaise at number 11 Barnes Place, Colombo 7.
Yes, the hub of French language and culture right here in the heart of the city, Alliance Francaise, 11 Barnes Place in Colombo 7. The Alliance Francaise of Colombo paid a special tribute to Dr. Peries with a special screening just 2 weeks ago of his 2002 film, the Wekande Walauwa, Le Domaine in French, Mansion by the Lake. Hailed as the father of Sri Lankan cinema, Lester James Peiris was a Sri Lankan film director, screenwriter and film producer. He worked as a filmmaker from 1949 to 2006 and was involved in over 28 films. He had a very close connection with France, one that spanned more than half a century. His film Rekava brought fame to Ceylon by becoming the first ever Sinhala film to compete by invitation at the famous 10th Cannes Film Festival in France in 1957. In 1981, his film Rekava, The Village in the Jungle, was screened in the Director's Fortnight at the Cannes Festival. In 1983, Lester was back in Cannes with his film Kalyuga. In 1988, the Cinémathèque Française held a retrospective of Lester's work. He and his wife Sumitra were made life members of the Cinémathèque Française. His film Nidhania was included among the top 100 films of the century by the Cinémathèque Française. The same year, in 1988, the Festival of the Three Continents in Nantes in France recognized Lester as one of the best filmmakers of the three continents, Asia, Africa and Latin America. In 1992, the Cannes Film Festival invited Lester to be a member of the jury with Gerard Depardieu as president. And in 1997 was the pinnacle of his relationship with France, when the French government bestowed on him one of its highest national honors, Commander in the Order of Arts and Letters.
Wow, what a cinematic journey that was.
Absolutely, indeed, of course.
Kumar,
yes.
now there's a story behind all this, how his film Rekava went to Cannes. I'm sure he must have related that to you when you were writing the book Lester by Lester.
Yes, he did. It was a commercial failure, as you know. So this Austrian-German actress Maria Schell, she was holidaying in Colombo, Ceylon at that time, and one afternoon she was in her taxi and she wanted to see a Sinhala film. She told the driver, take me to see a Sri Lankan Sinhala film, and fortunately they were down Gold Road, Vellavata, and he turned into the Roxy Cinema, and screening there was Rekava.
But there was an opposition by the Ministry of Cultural Affairs saying that this film shows a negative picture about the country and that it should not go to Cannes.
And child abuse also, even at the time.
Yeah, and finally it was the American writer Paul Bowles, who was living on the island.
Domaine,
exactly,
yes.
Who insisted, and that's how the film went to Cannes.
A significant fact is that Rekava has also proved to be a line of destiny, a Rekava, in Lester's private life as well. It was in the 1950s, en route to Cannes via Paris, that Lester met his wife Sumitra Gunawardena for the very first time in Paris, and they married in 1964. Now that was truly for Lester and Sumitra their personal Rekava, their personal line of destiny.
I think in a way it is a kind of line of destiny.
Time for a short break now. Stay tuned for the event at the Alliance Francaise, celebrating Lester James Peiris.
Welcome back to Rendez Vous with Yasmin
and Kumar.
Lester's Chekov-inspired Wekande Walauwa, The Mansion by the Lake, was Sri Lanka's first ever submission to the Academy Awards. And years later, it was also screened out of competition, Odd Competition, at Odd Selection at the Cannes Film Festival in 2003.
කාලෙකට පස්සේ තමන්ගේම ගෙදරට ආපුවාම අතීත මතක් වෙනවා නේද මම?
අපේ වර්තමානයට වඩා අතීතය රසවත්.
ඒ ලස්සන අතීතයත් එක්ක මේ වගේ ලස්සන ගේ කුයිඩමක විකිනෙන්න යනවනේ මල්ලි.
මම කියන්නේ කවුරු හරි යොදවලා මේ ණය පියවන්න.
මොනවා? Oh my god. ලක්ස් 15ක්? Oh my god. Oh my god.
ඕනම දෙයක ගරා වැටීම නවත්තන්න ශක්තිය ලූකස්ට තියෙනවා අක්කේ.
වලාවේ සේවකයෙක්ගේ පුතා. ඒ කාලේ වලාවේ දුවපැන ඇවදපු කොල්ලා.
අපි ඒ කාලේ මේ වලව්වට ආවේ ගියේ කුස්සිය පැත්තේ. රට වෙනස් වෙනවා මැඩම් එක වළක්වන්න බෑ. මම බැංකුවට කතා කළා. ඒ කඩලා ඉඩම කෑලි කරලා විකුණන්න බැංකුවේ අවසරය ගන්න පුළුවන්.
ඉතින් එහෙම එකෙන් මං කොහොමද මේක කඩන්න දෙන්නේ? ඒක කොහෙත්ම කරන්න දෙන්න බෑ.
හිතේ කරදර නිසා රට ඇරලා ගියාට මේක තමන්ගේ මාතෘ භූමිය. එහෙමනේ.
Special guests at the screening were the producer of the film, Chandran Ratnam and Nihara, and Mrs. Sumitra Peiris, together with several stars from the Sri Lankan silver screen.
Bonsoir à tous. I'm extremely glad we are, on behalf of the committee of the Alliance Francaise, we're extremely proud and glad to have you tonight, Monsieur l'Ambassadeur, Annie, Madame Peries, members of the movie who have been able to make this movie, actors, movie stars. I'm so impressed to see all the movie stars tonight. We are honoring French cinema every single Thursday in this very room with the screenings of French movies, so please come. It's at 6 o'clock every Thursday. We also screen movies for kids every other Saturday at 2 o'clock, and there will be coming up events. Please stay tuned on our Facebook page and social networks.
Madame, chère Sumitra, dear Sumitra, I'm extremely happy and grateful to you to be with us on this evening. It's very important for us to have your presence because, of course, this movie is an expression of what Lester Peiris did, and it's the 20th anniversary of the release of this movie. And I'm very happy you have the opportunity to be with us in this new alliance, which was an old alliance, and then now we reopened some months ago, and now we will have this kind of events celebrating the friendship between Sri Lanka and France.
I have been to Cannes many times, but not on the red carpet. So I knew I can't get on the red carpet without Lester. So he made it happen. And then I took my wife, and we were like Cary Grant and Grace Kelly to catch a thief, going down to Monaco and going down the Croisette and enjoying ourselves. So it was a great experience. And I'm grateful that Lester joined me in this project.
අම්මි මංගේ හැමතැනම ඇවිද්දා. මට පුදුම සතුටක් දැනෙන්නේ.
විහාර චරිතය වෑකන්ද වලව්වේ දියණියගේ චරිතය මට ඇත්තටම මම බොහොම වයස 17ක විතර බොහොම තරුණ පොඩි හෙල්ලක් කාලේ තමයි මම ඒ චරිත රංගපෑවේ. ඉතින් මට නැවුම් අත්දැකීමක් වුණා. මොකද ලෙස්ටර් ජේම්ස් පීරිස් මහත්මයාත් එක්ක මම වැඩ කරපු පළවෙනි චිත්‍රපටිය. ඒ වගේ කුඩාම අවධියක ඒ වගේ අධ්‍යක්ෂකවරයෙක් යටතේ වැඩ කරන්න ලැබිච්ච එක තමයි ලොකුම භාග්‍ය විදියට මට ඒ දවස්වල තේරුනේ. ඇත්තටම චිත්‍රපට කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක මම තේරුම් ගත්තේ වැකන්ද වලව්වේ.
ලෙස්ටර් සර් එක්ක මං ඉස්සල්ලාම වැඩ කරේ කලියුගයේ චිත්‍රපටියේ. කලියුගයේ චිත්‍රපටියේ වැඩ කරලා අවුරුදු 15කට විතර පස්සේ තමයි වැකන්දේ වැඩ කරන්නේ. කලියුගයේ චිත්‍රපටියෙන් පස්සේ මං එතුමත් එක්ක බොහොම කිට්ටුවෙන් ආශ්‍රය කළා. චිත්‍රපටියක වැඩ නොකලට ඒ නිසා විවිධ අවස්ථාවලදී චිත්‍රපටිවල රංගනය පිළිබඳව, චිත්‍රපටි අධ්‍යක්ෂණය පිළිබඳව සහ ලෝක සිනමාව පිළිබඳව ගොඩාක් දේවල් මම එතුමාගෙන් දැනගත්තා. එතුමා මට කියලා දුන්නා. ඒ වගේම මේ එතුමත් සමග මම සංචාර කීපයකට සහභාගී වුණා ෆොරින් ෆෙස්ටිවල්ස් වලට. ඊට වඩා වැදගත්ම දේ තමයි වැකන්ද වලව්ව චිත්‍රපටයේ චරිතය සඳහා එතුමා මාව තෝරාගත්තේ ඒ වකවානුව තුල මම රැවුල වවලා හිටිය වෙන හේතුවක් නැතුව. එතෙන්දී තමයි එතුමා වැකන්ද වලව්ව චිත්‍රපටියට මාව තෝරාගන්නේ. වැකන්ද වලව්ව චිත්‍රපටියේ රඟපාපුවාම මට දැනුනේ මම නැවත වතාවක් චිත්‍රපටි පාසලකට ගියා වගේ ඒ ඇතිවෙච්ච සුවදතාවය, ඒ ඇතිවෙච්ච මිත්‍රත්වය ලෙස්ටර් සර් එක්ක සදාකාලිකවම තියෙනවා. අදත් මං ආදරයෙන් ඒක මතක් කරනවා.
I think it's been really good since Alliance started recently, because you all have become really active and lots of events which are going on, and I think after COVID and this long spell of nothing happening, it's really good that we have one is the cultural activity, that we have so much of new things that we are exposed to, and there is discussion about the local cinema and what's going on in Sri Lanka, and I think that kind of discussion and interaction is really important.
An important feature in Lester's films was the use of music and song.
Yes, we end this program with a tribute to Lester James Peiris with Randini Fernando on cello and her husband Nuran, who is Lester's great-grand-nephew, paying tribute to the great Dr. Lester James Peiris.
Oye hane සිල්වීරා මොනරෙනිලෙන් නටන තාල මල් දේ දුනු රටක් කරයි රැසි හඬන රුහුණු යාල